Well, hello. Well, I must say it has been quite a while since I made my last upload, and I have, well, quite a few things to report on. You know, sometimes you just don't feel like it. I got 2-3 videos already lined up, one of which will be a trip I had with my friend who came here, Tony, to stay with me for a week. And then we went back with my new car to his place, and I recorded the whole trip, because somehow we are both over the 73 years old. It's gonna be maybe our last trip like this, our last little adventure together. So I thought, well, it was just right to record it. I just have so many video clips, I have to organize those and get settled together, so this will take a while. I did a cut together of videos to show you guys some important stuff, one of which there will be on it, like somebody of you remarked last fall when I cut down my trees, so I had my trees cut down, especially beside the garage. The weeping willow was getting far out of hand, so I had it totally cut back. And somebody was not too happy with me. I forgot who it was, but this person mentioned that I probably killed that tree. Now, I was quite sure I did not. This is not the first time I had cut this tree back like that. But to prove it, I took some video, I flew over it in the early days when I realized, hey, it's coming back vigorously. The whole top is full with new branches and new strings growing out. And since then it has even grown by another 2 feet or something, 2-3 feet. No problem. This weeping willow, those are the trees where you actually almost have to do it, because they start otherwise rotting on the inside out. So it looks like maybe one side of the tree has been dying down, the one that is close to the garage, which would be preferable to me, because that way it would not put too much shade and too much humidity on the roof, and my roof will last a few years longer than the other. But never mind, that's one thing. You will see the video. I will show you that new car I bought. You all know that I was very happy, and I'm still happy like heck about this car. It's so much fun to have a car with a functioning air conditioning in the heat we have lately. It's just, I'm over the moon with it. It was I'm not going to talk about the price, because I think I got it on a very, very reasonable price for the shape it is in, although it is a 16-year-old car. It's a 2008, and we're talking 14 years easily, so 14, 15 years probably. But hey, it's in so good shape. It only has 85. Well, I got it with 82,000, now it's 85,000, because I did this 85,000 kilometers. I did this 1,500 trip one way to Ontario. So that added the 3,000 I had. But like I said, love it, love it, love it. There's another thing. I actually have to show you this. Last winter, you see the flower pot in the middle there. That used to be an orchid I had taken care of for almost 20, in my memory, 10-12 years. I reported it a few times. I didn't know there were special things to use. I used normal potting soil, and it seemed to work. I think what I did instinctively right, I left a lot of the air roots outside of the soil. That probably what helped it. It went beautifully, except last winter I realized there's some dirt on the side of the where the orchid is placed. There was some soil on the side. I said, what the hell is this from? So I went there and I see something put inside the pot, the soil, and made it run over the top. Couldn't figure it out first. I put it back. There was a hole there beside the roots, but I just put it back. It's said, weird. Is that some animal, maybe a mouse or something? Well, apparently there wasn't a mouse, it was a mole, and she started living in there, and I guess she ate. She started eating on the main roots and chewing up from the inside. Long story short, it destroyed my 12-year-old plant, which I took care. For some reason, I must have a green thumb or something, because this plant has been coming originally from Agathe, which is Marielle's sister, as a gift to her, because she had it in her house. Then they moved, and Maria ended up with this orchid. And then Marielle, in her house, it seemed to die very quickly. So I said, give it to me, I will see if it does better at my place. And would you believe it, a year later it was full in bloom, doing brilliantly. I gave it back to Marielle, and 4 or 5 months later she called me, it's dying again, would you take her back? Keep her this time. So since then it has been my orchid. Apparently, I don't think it has to do with my green thumb or something like this, because first of all, orchids don't really use too much water. And my place has, I don't have a basement as such, I have a dirt floor basement, which means a lot of humidity comes from underneath the house into the house. So I guess the humidity level in the house was just perfect for this orchid to bloom and to have a good life till the mole came into existence. So I started looking for, first of all, I downloaded a lot of videos about orchids. I didn't know I made so many mistakes. Who the hell knew that I would have screwed it up so badly? But, however, I was looking around to buy a replacement orchid because I said I did pretty good, so why not? Why not having another one? I like it. So I checked out prices in the normal flower store shops. Well, minimum something was like $40, $50, $60, up to $100, depending how nice setting it was and the whole. So that was a bit steep. I thought, well, let's wait. I didn't want to rush into it because I realized there's more to orchid keeping than what I knew. So I informed myself, I downloaded lots of videos, I bought some potting orchid ground soil, it's like a bark kind of thing. I bought some sphagnum moss, that's something where you actually wrap the roots in there to connect water and to keep water, the humidity. So I got instructions how to use this stuff. But the prices were still very high. I thought, well, I will wait. I saw at one place for about $20, $25 an orchid. It was on sale at Canadian Tire. But when I went back there were no more orchids to be had. The lady, when she had it, said, oh, we get it in regularly. So I figured, okay, I'll wait again. Yes, last week I saw an advertising for the new food flyers, and from IGA, they had orchids on sale for $14.95, but if you buy two, $20 each. So I went there and I bought this time 4 orchids. 4 orchids with 4 different colors. I got here a yellow one, the reddish one, or a pink one sort of, and a white one. And I will try to make them, first of all, repotting them. I will not rush into this. I will give it a few days. Apparently, when you buy them like this, they're nice to look at, but if you don't do the repotting and take care of them very quickly, they will slowly die on you. The leaves will get yellowish, the flowers will fall off, and the roots are just too bunched together. It's a very small, if you can see, even just looking at this, you can see there is a problem with the small pot they are in. I will change this into something more acceptable. And, well, let me see. I also have an order in 5 to 6 weeks. I will get some orchid pots, clear orchid pots with the holes and everything, drainage holes. They come in 5, I think about 5 and 5.5 inch size, which would probably be perfect because this one is just like 2 inches, the inside. So I hope to have some luck with this, and I will keep you abreast of it. And that's so far as I know, this is the story so far. Our weather has been quite hot. I have one comment I ordered because I have an air conditioning in here, but during the really hot days, this little bugger has really a hard time keeping up with the job. So I've been thinking and kicking around some portable air conditioning, a smaller air conditioning, but something that you can put inside your house. And I finally decided to buy one. It's something, the price range around $300 with remote control. And I actually look at it as a second unit in case this one is having its normal problem during the real heat, because the sun shines on my little thing like a baking oven. And this one might help me to feel more comfortable, especially some nights. I mean, I am 73 years old, 73 now. God damn it, time is flying. You're having fun. And heat is starting to get, I'm a big boy, let's say a fat one. And that really gets to me health-wise a little bit. I mean, my breathing is a bit reluctant. I've been very careful with this pandemic because I've been told by my doctor that my lungs are only working to 70% capacity because of my, most of my life, the smoking, heavy smoking I did. I stopped years ago, like 15, 20 years ago, but it has not fully recovered. So at the moment they've measured that my about 65 to 70% capacity my lungs have. So the lady who took care of me there, she actually mentioned to be careful with pandemic because there's some strains of the pandemic, the COVID, have a special side effect, attack quite regularly the lungs. So I'm just being careful. Well, gentlemen, or ladies, I am sorry, I shouldn't be so one-sided here. Thanks for listening to me so far. I will show you now that video I took, and then we'll talk on the end again, okay? Well, I gotta do this video again because somehow I had so much on my lens and that didn't look too good. Well, it's the 31st of December, last day of the year. Gilles was here to free my car, make my walkway ready, and he brought me a garbage bin. He said he had one too many for the winter, so I put my garbage in. When he comes for snow removal, he will use that for, pick up the garbage I have in there. Well, there he did my outside of my house, because underneath Gilles is a good buddy here. It's just to protect my underneath the wind, the storms coming in, and also if there's work to be done, he can easier have access to it, which is quite worked out great this winter. April, and my car. My new car, it's not in my name yet, but my new car is here. It is beautiful. I really like it. He just gave me an introduction, let me drove around a bit. Wow. Well, this is my new car. Gilles is not sure if I really want it, but I want it. It has everything except la seule chose, c'est ce prix, c'est pas une chose pour m'accrocher dans l'intérieur. Oui. Mais maintenant, je réalise que je n'ai pas besoin. Ça sort facile. Je me demandais parce que mon camion, il dort. Oui, c'est bizarre parce que ça coûte pas cher d'avoir ça. Ah, c'est beau la voiture. Eh ben, vraiment, la condition est parfaite. Hein. Eh oui. So, vous parlez avec le monsieur avec la rouille. Ouais. Parce que... Il est barré, tu l'as barré. Celle-là?
Ouais, ouais, 2 coups.
Huh.
Tu peux le filmer si tu veux filmer le dedans aussi.
I forgot the pari. Ouais, c'est en vidéo quand même. Oh. Vous n'avez pas de numéro? C'est pour des boutons, c'est pour urgence, on vous est pris.
Ça?
Non, celle-là.
Ça?
Vous avez beaucoup de...
Ça, tu peux le mettre manuel.
Ah, ok.
Mettons qu'il y aurait de la brume.
Mais ça, c'est automatique maintenant.
Ouais. Là, ici, c'est automatique.
Oui.
Puis ici.
Well, this is the weeping willow. Somebody was afraid last year because I cut it down tremendously that I would have killed it, but as you can see, and I knew that would happen, in the spring those trees are unbelievably enduring. It is coming back in full. This was a few weeks ago. It's so much larger now, so much longer. So it is not dead, it is coming back to life. And in a few years I will have to cut it down again. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, it's looking good. Thought it might be dead, but look at this sucker going. I only started a few hours ago. I can almost make the bread dough almost immediately. Otherwise it's gonna run over. Well done, Jurgen, well done. Well, today was the time I did again sourdough bread. I'm putting out here my makeshift cool down rack. And this is what I'm making it with as a starter. I don't need to feed my sourdough starter and change it every 2-3 days. I keep this in the fridge for up to 3. This one had been in now for 3 weeks. And I make this time only with the whole wheat bread, whole wheat flour. It works out beautifully, it looks like. Well, forgive me the clutter on my stove, but this is the ready product. It looks delicious. There it is, my sourdough bread. It got a bit dark. Well, that was me, I chose. I like the crust very crusty. It's looking good though, I must say. It is looking delicious. Well, my neighbor, us every year, has prepared his garden this year again beautifully. He does this so nicely. And I'm actually getting a benefit of it because he brings me over some of his spare veggies and just gives it to me. And I like it, onions, some vegetables. Really, just is really. Well, I will make a little insert here and still after the taped video, because I forgot about my trip was of course for many reasons, one of which while I was there I was going to buy some German delicatessen stuff, sausages, all kinds of meatloaf or Fleischkäse as we call it, brilliant stuff, whole German mustard, all kinds of goodies. And I want to show this to you, the haul I brought back home. So have fun. Yum yum. Well, there it is. Well, except those containers, I had to take them out of the freezer to make some space. There's some soup, ready-made sauerkraut, stuff like that. Sauerkraut I will need soon anyway, eating some of the sausages. This here is in Germany called the Leberkäse or the Fleischkäse. Delicious stuff. Oktoberfest style sausages like bratwurst, Nürnberger bratwurst, about quite a few. European German wieners or Frankfurters, smoked chicken garlic sausage, Münchner Weißwurst, I bought 4 of them. Smoked chicken garlic, Westphalian style. Those are the fantastic smoked sausages, Westphalian style smoked sausages. This is what they would call in Switzerland Cervella, but we in Germany call it Knackwurst. And in the back here are cabanossi. This is another 10 of those cabanossi. They are to eat cold or heated as you like. You can also grill them on the grill, no problem. Back here we have blutwurst, what you would call, in French they call it boudin, but this is German style. And this here is sort of a blood sausage, but it's more in the style of the haggis style, with all innards and some, well, it's all more in the haggis style, this one. I like it, Tony does not like it. Well, this is what I thought. I got, of course, lots of mustard, German mustard. I got next door still 3 more glasses of horseradish, sharp, very sharp, sharp and normal. So I can do all different recipes with it. That's it, that's my haul, $400. But it's worth it. Now I have to find a place to put this all in. The freezer here, in the freezer in the house. I hope I made enough space for all of it. Well, we'll sit on it. Well, this was it. I hope you enjoyed what you saw there. And I also want to make sure that you understood what I'm talked about the bread making. My sourdough starter is something I prepare normally, but you saw me in that glass. I keep putting it in the glass after I'm finished with it, taking out the 150 to 200 grams I need to make the new bread. I will keep the rest in the glass, cover it up, and keep it in the fridge up to 3-4 weeks. Don't I need to feed it or anything? When you need it, you take it out, add some, like I have about 100 grams left in the glass. I measured how heavy it is. So this one right now was 120 grams. So I will add 120 grams of warm water and 120 grams of flour, whole wheat flour. Mix this under the old mix, and usually, last time it only took 2-3 hours to regenerate, and it grows in size to double at least, sometimes up to 3 times. I had to hurry up. When you saw this, it was growing so heavily, so quick, after only 2.5 hours, that I really had to, well, start the bread quickly, because otherwise it would have been all over the counter. So that's, since then, I mean, usually the sourdough, some people say you have to feed it once every 2 days or something like this. That I wouldn't have the patience to do so. But this idea with in the fridge, keeping it to a certain temperature, and it keeps its power somehow. Who knew? It's a great thing. Well, and thanks for watching. I think that's about it for now. I'm happy I did this video, because like I said, I was getting behind with things. I will make one video already about the trip I have with my friend Tony and his visit. I didn't let anybody know before, because I didn't want people to know I will be away for 1 to 2 weeks and nobody will be at home. So that's why I didn't mention it before, but now that you know, that's what I did. And it's just smarter to not announce to the world that you're not going to be home at this time. Alrighty. Listen, it was fun talking to you. I'm very sorry. Some of my friends I used to play on the internet in a group, and one person from this group has passed away recently, which I'm very sorry. I mean, we all eventually gonna go, and the older we get, the nearer we get towards its end. But I'm very sorry. His name was Lou, and so sorry. But thanks to you guys for letting me know about this anyway. I really appreciate it. And I bid you farewell now. Have a good one. Thanks, and see you next time. Ciao. Really good neighbor. But he does such a beautiful job.